please welcome on stage your host for this afternoon, Matt Allwright.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How are we all today? Is it nice to be in out of the rain or what? Flippin' heck. Hello, my dear friends, ATs, ladies and gentlemen, guests. How wonderful it is to be with you once again here in this remarkably nearly waterproof building, the Village Underground, where, according to a hasty Google search I did just before we came, was where Bob Dylan launched his career. It's incredible, isn't it? Looks a lot smaller in films. It's been a hell of a year, hasn't it? Did you all survive? Did you get through? Yeah. Oh, no. Well, we're here, aren't we? That's what counts. It's been one hell of a year, one thing or another. Liz Truss, the Indiana Jones of misery, financial misery, managed to unearth the one area of our lives which was kind of okay, mortgages, and then unleash chaos, didn't she? Lifting the lid off the financial ark of the government, despite the rest of us shouting at the screen, "Don't do that, Liz." She did it, instant face melt. Thanks for that, Liz. And the great news is you can now buy her book on Amazon for £23.99. It's like being hit repeatedly in the face by Mike Tyson and then being asked to pay £50 for a limerick he wrote about it later. But listen, let's put all that behind us. Let's stay positive. Are we going to be positive today? Yeah. We should be, because, you know, as a very wise man once said, what a fabulous time to be an AT, isn't it? How lucky we are to be here amid the turmoil and the strife, the rain and the wind, the uncertainty and the upset, the sheer cost of living, to have the Chartered Institute of Architectural Technologists. Give them a big round of applause, guys. CIAT is a store of value. It is a bastion of standards. It's an oasis of calm and a community of kindred spirits where the vital flames of this discipline can be ignited, kindled, fed and fueled, admired, appreciated, and celebrated at an event like the one that we have today ahead of us. It keeps us warm. It's a flame that keeps us warm, which provides us with the structures and environments which, whether we realize it or not, make life more enjoyable, safer, more sustainable. And you all make that happen, all of the people in this room. That's definitely something we should be celebrating. You make it happen with your combination of cutting-edge technology, common sense, and yes, on occasion, the humble pencil. We should celebrate the pencil today. In common with you and anyone staying in a Parisian hotel room right now, CIAT cannot afford to stand still, to rest on its laurels. And so you will notice, in line with feedback we've received from CIAT members, from ATs all over the place, the awards this year have gone through what we call in the TV industry a bit of a zhuzh. We've gone back and forth with proposed changes to the format, and I'm proud to say that the Institute asked me, with my many years of creating partially successful television formats, to come up with some suggestions, some of which, unfortunately, didn't make the cut. And I'm going to take you through those right now. Firstly, the CIAT One Show. Half an hour of tea time chat about architectural technology between a Welsh lady and an ex-professional footballer. Halfway through, Kevin and Eddie join them to promote their new hit podcast, Where It's AT, before being asked their opinion about the reintroduction of beavers to Kent. That one didn't make the cut. Secondly, the CIAT Jeremy Vine Show. We discuss the architectural technology issues of the day with a panel consisting of one person who thinks everything's terrible and one person who thinks everything's wonderful. We then take calls from members of the public who have zero understanding of architectural technology, but who, on the whole, think everything was much better when we had milkmen who whistled, compulsory national service, and telephones with dials on them. Each call ends with the caller telling the panel that the old buildings are the best and that we should be grateful for crumbly concrete because some people have no concrete at all. The next one was my favourite. CIAT Rogue Traders. If you've got one in the room next to you, point to them. I identify fake architectural technologists who have no credentials at all, or letters after their name, but who somehow have become engaged in mega projects worth several tens of millions of pounds. The show climaxes with me chasing the fake AT down the road, shouting, "Do you call that a leisure centre? Where's the infrastructure carbon assessment then?" None of these made the cut, which I think is a shame, and that's why you're going to go, "Ah, you're so good." It was such a lovely audience. But what we have ahead for you today is so much better, I promise you. And so much of what you're seeing today is thanks to our sponsors. So it's important that we show our gratitude today. ARP Limited. CIAT Insurance Services Limited. Unilin Insulation. And Future Build. Firstly, I'd like to, before we go any further, introduce you to my glamorous assistant for the afternoon. He's fully sequined up. He's definitely going for one of those spots on Strictly this year. He is, I should be more reverential, he is the president of the Chartered Institute of Architectural Technologists, Mr. Kevin Crawford. That was not bad. That was like Nile Rodgers, wasn't it? Give it up for the band, everybody.
Just one very quick thing, ma'am. I have never in my entire life watched one single programme of Strictly, and I'm really proud of that.
Who would like to see Kevin do Strictly? Put some sequins on your sporran, and we are there, without a doubt. First of all, Kevin, I just want to ask you about you, actually, and how the last year has been for you personally, because we come here and we talk about the industry, but, you know, what's going on with you? What's happened?
Well, you maybe remember a couple of years ago, the Institute Awards moved by 1 week. And that was a very proud moment for me. My daughter got married. As of March 18th this year, she blessed us with our first grandchild. So I have a grandchild that's now 7 months old, and she's doing great. She's messy, she's dirty, but guess what? I don't have to clean it up.
That's the beautiful thing about being a grandparent. Absolutely fantastic, and we're so happy for you. Congratulations. Okay, let's talk about the year as president. What have been the things that have stood out for you, challenges that you've faced, and, you know, other things that maybe people in the room are aware of, but which you've had to deal with head on?
Where do I start? It's not just 1 year, it's 2 years. It's a rolling programme. There's the development framework, which is currently in live and ongoing. That is something which everyone within City Road at CIT works hard at. More importantly, and also at the same level of gravitas, there was the revised QAA subject benchmark, which was published last year. Now, these might seem dry documents to everyone, but what they do is they underpin the base level and the understanding that everyone within our industry and everyone else measures what architectural technology as a discipline is around. And what it does, it shows what chartered ATs, what they are, what they can do, and what they should be able to do. And that's just what all at CIT stand for.
The rest of my year, I go around my business, and every so often a headline comes through, and I think, man, what does this mean for architectural technologists? Because I know you guys, and a lot of you, are friends now. And the one, obviously, that stuck out to me was RAC, and looking at that, and just in the context of the way the industry was like 30 or 40 years when a lot of those decisions were made. I asked myself, could that happen now? And was the problem that there wasn't an AT there to make that decision at the time?
I would love to say it's a simple answer to a simple question. It's not. What happens is we try and work collaboratively, and that's one thing which is underpinning which we do today. We work sustainably. We try to build sustainable buildings. We try to use sustainable projects. The item which you're talking about was a product of its time, but it was designed with a specific lifespan. It's not something that an AT would not have specified. The whole team would have gone down and said, what is the best solution for this project? We look at things now with longevity. We want buildings to last more than 30, 40, 50 years. We want buildings to last a generation and a lifetime. It is unlikely that RAC would be specified. As a matter of fact, I very much doubt whether RAC would be specified in anything or something similar. There will be new materials come out. That material which you mentioned wasn't an old material. It was just being used in a purpose that hadn't been tried before. It had a lifespan. That lifespan was up. That's where the problem was.
The other thing that strikes me about ATs is that they are there in that kind of hub role as well, aren't they? You're collaborators by nature between different disciplines. So the idea would be that you can bring together people and work as a group. I'm wondering, the Building Safety Act obviously is another headline that we see there. What do you make of that? Is it easy enough to say, this is a positive thing, this is a good thing?
You might find it strange. It is a good thing, the Building Safety Act. What the Building Safety Act does, it has brought together what we should have been doing for the last 30, 40, 50, 60 years. It is actually about a proper process, having competent people doing the jobs which they are trained to do, working again. I'm going to say collaboratively again, Matt, because collaboration is what keeps us well. We are brought in, the guys coming through colleges and universities, that is what they're taught is the core principle. You work. If you do not know the answer, you know someone that does. Anyone that says they knows everything, I'm sorry, I don't trust them, because we do not know it. Every day is a school day. I mean, you talk about the Building Safety Act. There's so much that's been going on. It affects every single person, no matter what. It's the biggest change in the environment, for the built environment, in my professional career. It's never been like this. It affects everyone differently. Competencies are now going to be measured, and we have to stand up to that. CIET, the guys are working, the committees, all the support is working in the background, and they will be supporting us moving forward. There's been an awful lot of talk of what others do. The guys at City Road, and all the committees and every single person that's involved has now got, in England, the secondary legislation has just been published. Not complete. There's other legislation to follow. In Scotland, we have what's known as the compliance plan management process. Wales, I believe, almost follows exactly the Building Safety Act in England, not 100%, and Northern Ireland, I believe, will be following on. They'll all have the same train of thought. Competence matters, getting the right people to do the right thing, and this is where ATs excel.
The way you're describing that, Kev, it does sound like it's a great time to be an AT, because other people will have to get up to that level, but it feels like ATs are already there. Would you say, looking forward, the next few years are looking positive for the people in the room?
I would say definitely. If you look at what we've got in our education system, let's see if I'll get my figures right. We have 58 accredited courses and programs within CIET. 39 of those are honours degree, 8 are master's degree, and 11 are another approved, they're sub-honours approved programs. Now that doesn't mean they're not any good. These are the HNCs and other routes into the profession. There's also the graduate apprentice scheme. What they're doing is we are paving the way for the next generation to follow on what has been built on over the number of years. And I say we are in a very, very healthy position. And I applaud every single educator here. And anyone that knows me well knows I continually talk down to you guys. But I know that you work hard and you've got nothing but the future of the profession in your hearts.
Thank you so much, Kevin. It's always a joy to see you and lovely to see all of you. Please give it up for your president, Kevin Crawford, please. And Kevin is going to be handing out the awards, of course. So that's where we're at. Are you ready for some awards now? I should hope so too. A little bit of housekeeping first. We ask all winners to come and collect your awards on stage as they're announced. Over that side, Kev will help you out. Come into the middle, we'll have a picture taken. It's a beautiful thing. Could you please save your applause? You can whoop, that's okay. But save your big applause until all the finalists are announced. Plus, to all of our finalists today, you will not be going home empty-handed. We have certificates for everyone. Wonderful Adam Endicott, everybody, has the certificates, isn't he? You can tell he's important. He's got the headset. Either that or he's just come off stage with Madonna. But we have something a little bit different for you this year. Each award is going to start with a Eurovision-style vignette film. Very good. It celebrates AT, reminds us why it's important, and if you're ready, I'm going to hit you with the first one. This is the Award for Excellence in Architectural Technology, small to medium category. Run my VT, Neil. The award for Excellence in AT is sponsored by CIAT Insurance Services. Please welcome to the stage Joe Aspinall, Underwriting Director, to join us for the presentations. Okay, here we go. Our 6 finalists are Chatterpark by 16A Architecture, Plot 9, Caxton by PIP Architecture, New Build Contemporary House, Guildford by Lytle Associates Architects, Irish Life Sciences Global HQ by Mulmaker FCIAT of MMA Architects. Holly Hall Barn by JDDK Architects. And Beckstone House by Studio 11 Architecture. Good whoops. The first taking home highly commended is Plot 9 Caxton by PIP Architecture. Come up and join us, PIP. This new build is a 2-story barn clad in corrugated metal with aluminium framed openings and striking Corten features. Oh, this way. Sorry, I should have said exit to the left. The second highly commended is Holly Hall Barn by JDDK Architects Limited. Now this was a barn that was converted, refurbished, altered and extended into a new dwelling. Come on up, JDDK. We are aware... Okay, that's an example of exactly how the trains are running today. It may be that some of our winners don't make it in time to join us up on stage, but in their absence, please give a big round of applause to JDDK. Okay, but there can be only one winner. Would you like to know who the winner is? Come on then, Neil.
The winner is Irish Life Sciences Global HQ. Redefining construction through adaptive reuse, the Irish Life Sciences Global HQ is a prime example of excellence in architectural technology. The design seamlessly integrates state-of-the-art facilities within the original 1990s structure, balancing economic viability and sustainability through thoughtful material selection, setting a high standard for responsible development and significant carbon reduction. An impressive range of sustainability measures has been integrated, from the repurposing and reuse of existing materials to the extensive use of PV arrays and thermodynamic solar panels. The approach and exemplary technical detailing assists in future-proofing the building, allowing it to adapt to further needs of the client as and when required. All of these combined have created a striking new building to be enjoyed by all users, which make it a worthy winner for the Award for Excellence in Architectural Technology, Small to Medium.
Come and join us on stage, Mel McGurr. Congratulations, Mel. Congratulations to all of our finalists. Terrific start. Let's keep it moving right along to our next award. This is the Student Award for Excellence in AT, and this is The Report. Run my VT. Entries are for a report or academic paper based upon an assignment or dissertation relevant to AT, demonstrating research proficiency. Let's see the finalists. David Blackburn, Coventry University. Jack Buckley, ACIAT, Ulster University. Jack Fleming, Atlantic Technological University. And Saif Wasim, Ulster University. And commended goes to Jack Fleming. Come and join us, Jack. Jack's research was conducted to investigate the opportunities for using hemp line composite as a natural building material for proposed walls in Irish construction. Well done, Jack. Great stuff. Highly commended is Saif Wasim. Saif's report investigated and refined communication for both lecturers and students by integrating a virtual space layout. Fantastic work, Saif. And the winner is...
The winner is Jack Buckley. Jack's report takes a very serious and topical issue and approaches it in a good, clear and meaningful way. A subject area that is very important for all architectural technology professionals. This study impressed the judges with its sound methodological stance and a robust research design. With clear aims and objectives, this work is based on the collection of primary data matched with a clear and complete literature review. This rich and precise piece of work was thought to be imaginative and finely executed in successfully shedding light on the potential for ACC software in addressing fire safety issues in ventilated rain screen cladding. This work is a brilliant example of excellence in architectural technology and an exemplar for the Student Award Report category.
Congratulations, Jack. Come on up. Wonderful stuff, isn't it? It's great to see kids coming through with so much passion for this discipline. Research, we're going to talk about that now. We know it's an essential aspect of informed teaching and learning, and this is especially important in the fast-paced, innovative AT sector you guys all inhabit. To recognise the value of high-quality research, the Institute grants the status of CIAT, Centre of Excellence, to a select group of educational establishments who can demonstrate a robust culture of research and knowledge exchange, which has a direct and significant impact and contribution to the evolution of AT. 2 universities have retained Centre of Excellence status this year. We're going to be hearing from both at different times, but we're going to start with Edinburgh Napier University. And this is, and this is seen from the student's perspective. Have a look.
I'm Victor Rauber, and I'm studying architecture technology in my final year here at Edinburgh Napier University. Ever since I've been a kid, I've always been interested in architecture and architecture technology, and it's always been a passion for me. And I knew from that age that it was definitely something I wanted to get into. There are many different ways to get into architecture technology, but I really just wanted to go through the university route. It's a great place to study architecture technology. The thing that interests me, I think, is the technology aspect of it. How you can optimize a building to perform as best as it can, and choosing sustainable solutions and technologies which really optimize the buildings. That's something that really drives me. Problem solving is also another key factor, and having the possibilities to given a building and then come up with solutions for a given problem is really interesting. It's definitely exciting coming into uni knowing that I have all these facilities that I can utilize. We, of course, use a lot of BIM software, use Revit all the time, which I really enjoy using. We can not just make physical models, but we also have a Trimble lab where we have many computers that we can use and collaborate together with groups. Having that creative space to really think of what you want to build and what you want to design, incorporating technologies you find is really interesting. Edinburgh Napier is a great university, and the fact that it's a centre of excellence for architecture technology, this university has great research facilities, great funding. It has trips organised outside of the country even, which I was able to participate in to Egypt. It has definitely great teaching, and I think that also gets shown to the employers as well, which gives us a peace of mind knowing that after university, there are great chances for us. There's something about architecture technology which is amazing. I would never choose a different course. Educational programs really do drive the industry forward. The more people that really do go into architecture technology, the better it is for the industry, because the educational is the future and does drive innovation in the field.
Please welcome to the stage representatives from Edinburgh Napier University and the University of Derby to receive their Centre of Excellence certificates. The University of Derby also receives re-accreditation for its BSc Honours AT programme, and we will be hearing from them a little bit later on. Show your appreciation. Here we go. Thank you so much. Are you having a good time? Isn't this a great way to spend a Friday? You know what it is after this, don't you? It's the weekend. Come on. You know what? A lot of time and effort goes into an event like this. It doesn't happen overnight. And I think it's a great moment to take time to thank all of our fantastic judges who've been reading, critiquing, and marking all the entries over the past few months. Shout out for all our judges, and thank you for all of your time, your expertise, and your commitment. We're going to return to the awards now. It's the Award for Excellence in AT, medium to large. And can we ask Joe Aspinall to come back to the stage, please, and join us for these awards? Let it go. Here we go. Here are our three finalists. We have Blythe Rose by Paul Barton of AP Architecture. Guinness Storehouse Gravity Bar Expansion by RKD Architects. Okay. And Specialist Veterinary Referral Hospital by Sheerin Bettel Architecture. Receiving commended is Blythe Rose by Paul Burton of AP Architecture. Come and join us, Paul. This is a state-of-the-art care home which enhances the quality of lives of those living with progressive brain conditions that affect memory and thinking skills. Highly commended is Specialist Veterinary Hospital by Sheerin Bettel Architecture. Well done, Sheerin Bettel. This is a new build hospital for animals and it's based in the heart of Hampshire. So who could it be? The winner is...
The winner is Guinness Storehouse Gravity Bar Expansion. 22 years after the main Guinness Storehouse renovation project won highly commended, this new rooftop expansion to the existing Gravity Bar is this year's outstanding winner for the medium to large category. The sympathetic modification of the current structure is sustainable in terms of energy, history and culture, and should be applauded. It's an exemplary illustration of integrating a new structure with an existing functioning building. With fantastic technical detailing, the project showcased excellent buildability and assembly techniques which allowed the expansion of the Gravity Bar whilst keeping the Guinness Storehouse fully operational. A fantastic project, truly celebrating architectural technology through the use of multiple design and construction technologies.
Congratulations, RKD Architects. Come and join us. It's very generous. The guys have just said that they're going to fly us all there after the show for a pint. It's wow! What a magnificent gesture. I'd kill for one of those. Oh yeah, absolutely fabulous. It's now time for a very special award and time for me to step to the side and for Kevin to do a little bit of talking. He's going to introduce and present the next award. It's the President's Medal, in recognition and celebration of an exceptional contribution to AT. Kevin.
Well, good afternoon again, everyone. With every generation of architectural technology professionals, there are those who automatically stand out, those with great humility, with an immense generosity of spirit, and ultimately seen as inspirational figures. I have observed these characteristics time and time again with this year's recipient of the President's Medal. Gary Mees is an individual who acts as an exemplar of what professionalism is, and this award recognises his continuing significant contribution to the profession and discipline of architectural technology. He has been a role model for me, and I'm sure for many of my colleagues. Gary has been embedded within the world of architectural technology for as long as most can remember. As such, he's a fountain of knowledge, constantly moving with the times, a creative thinker. Gary has promoted collaboration above all else as the baseline to keep our sector relevant, progressive, and ahead of the game. There are many examples which could be used to demonstrate Gary's achievements for architectural technology, both past and present. Activities he is involved in to ensure the profession is at the forefront within the sector. Gary has and still sits in many advisory groups and is contacted regularly when the Building Standards Directorate in Scotland are looking for an expert in architectural technology and the built environment. Gary's exposure externally, representing our discipline, has included numerous presentations across the world as a judge for many award schemes and an external examiner for universities with CIET accredited degree programmes. One of Gary's key achievements has been his pivotal position within the advisory committee CONIAC, that's the Construction Industry Advisory Committee, and his role as vice chair of the Keeping Pace with Change group, which he has helped to develop and instill the embedding of CDM within the sector. It is a wonder how Gary has time to run his own business. But where Gary stands out for me and demonstrates his true character is not in front of an audience, but in private and his day-to-day actions, where he has the opportunity to provide mentoring and support where it is needed. A perfect example of this was during the last financial crash in 2008, where a large proportion of the built environment community lost their livelihood overnight. I was no different. It was at that time I took the decision to start my own practice. It was a slow and difficult time for my family and me. One saving grace, it was the countless Skype calls with Gary, where I was able to have open and honest conversations about what was going on. And it got me through some very dark times. That is Gary, an honourable, trustworthy man. So, I'm honoured to present the President's Medal to Gary Mees for his extensive contributions to his architectural technology, the discipline, and the profession. And I would like Gary to come up, please.
Not sure I believe what's just been said at the moment, but thank you, Kevin. And I should say thank you to CIET for this award. I also should say that I'm delighted to sort of follow in this award from the past recipient, Sam Allwinkle. Some of you may not know, but Sam lectured me at Napier University. And he was one of the leading guys that encouraged me to get involved with, well, I think it was SAT then. Not sure what he sprinkled on me or what kind of dust. But I'm quite sure it's a bit more than what Sally, my wife, would have liked. So, we're here celebrating architectural technology in its finest, a discipline, but most importantly, these awards demonstrate how collaboration, cooperation, and fundamentally part of the success of these projects, and they should be applauded for doing so. These are also the qualities I've found through working with the professional bodies like the Construction Industry Council. Of all the duties I've taken, it would not be possible without the work that goes on in the background. And that's from our team at City Road, who are always there. You can always contact them, and without them, I wouldn't have managed to do what I do. Amongst many of the roles I've been engaged with was one that is ambassador of the Architects Benevolent Society. Now, I was hoping that we might have had some envelopes that you could have stuffed some money into, because I have been very fortunate that I've not had to call upon them, but there are many people that have had to. And I would like you all to commit to maybe going to the website, absnet.org.uk, and putting some money to the people that are maybe in our architectural family that are not doing so good these days. Once again, I can only say thank you, and I don't know if I recognise the person I've just heard. Thank you.
You know, I mean, we talk about excellence, we talk about accreditation, we talk about, you know, expertise. It's also about friendships and relationships, isn't it? Okay. Well done, Kev. The other thing to say about Gary Mees is he's a rock and roller and he still wears DMs. Give it up for Gary Mees. Oh. However busy your life is, there's still time for rock and roll. I love that. We need role models in our lives, in our careers, and particularly when we're starting out on whatever road it is that we choose. Students need that help. They need to have someone to guide them. Some of them are so ahead of the curve when they get out of the traps in the first place. So that's where we're going for our next award. It's the Student Award, and in this case, it's the Project category. Here we go. Now, these entries are project-based design assignments. This award is sponsored by ARP Limited, which manufactures all types of aluminium roofline and rainwater products, as well as traditional cast iron rainwater systems. I'd like to ask Ian Collins from ARP Limited to join us for these presentations. Big round of applause. Finalists. Okay, here we go. First, Jack Buckley, ACIAT from Ulster University. Callum Matthew Crafts from Nottingham Trent University. Martin Fair, Gediminas Laurinaitis, Victoria Reimska, and Jonathan Scope from Via University. Adis Fodolovic from Robert Gordon University. Dylan O'Connor from Southeast Technological University. And Yulia Alexandra Szymborska from Ulster University. I got through that and I mispronounced Ulster. So sorry, Eddie. Receiving commended is Dylan O'Connor. Come up and join us, Dylan. The Hex building focuses on sustainability, and it was inspired by a case study on the Hexalace building in India. Highly commended is Jack Buckley, ACIAT. Well done again, Jack. A proposed redevelopment to extend and revitalise the east bank of the River Lagan resulted in a vibrant and new waterfront urban quarter. And the winner is...
The winner is Callum Matthew Crask. Callum's entry distinguished itself from the other submissions by its accomplished explanation of the project, with impressive overall presentation and a consistent thematic approach throughout. The judges were unanimous in considering that the choice of materials aligned well with the location and could see the careful consideration in each of the choices. The inclusion of thermal targets through the inclusion U-value calculations and accompanying imagery, incorporating a carbon calculation as a performance check for materials, was thought to be noteworthy and innovative for a student award entry. This was all complemented by a comprehensive fire strategy. The work incorporated key accessibility targets and had a unique approach to variations in material colour to accommodate visually impaired users. Callum's high standard entry made it the standout winner for the Student Award Project.
Congratulations, Callum. Come up and receive your award. It's okay. You do it your own way. That's what has got you where you are, Callum. I respect that. Nobody else do that. The next category, very important, the emerging talent in the technology of architecture. That's what we're looking at now. Let's have a look at some of our finalists. Take it away. Yeah, this award recognises those in the early stages of their AT career, people who have already demonstrated commitment and impact, a real aspiration and vision. And our finalists are... Rory Miller, FCIAT, and Rosie Thirlwell, ACIAT. Yeah, we wanted to go the whole hog, so I sent out my eager AT Awards crew to discover more about our winner today and what makes them such an amazing, fantastic, emerging talent. Here's what they found out.
I wanted to nominate somebody who's not just important to us as a business, but somebody who's demonstrated their importance way beyond us to the region, and who's actively involved in trying to make things better for everybody, and a person that really embodies what we are about as a business, but also where we want to get to as a profession. What's really interesting about them is the way that they come at design and really try to come at technical challenges with a creative design eye, and that's reflected in the quality of the buildings that we are delivering. That passion for continuously improving what they do is infectious to everybody around them. Sustainability is the heart of what they do, and that's testament by the nature of the projects that they work on, which includes what will be the first public sector BREEAM Outstanding Leisure Centre in the UK. Our building should be designed to be inclusive for all members of society, but this person in particular has a real drive to push that agenda forward. And this has been demonstrated within the multi-award-winning projects that this person has delivered for the community. Being an emerging talent is more than just technical ability, it's about your character. And what I find particularly inspiring about this person is how they're seen by those around them as a mentor, as somebody to go to for advice, and as a friend. Yeah, I would describe them as a trailblazer. So we're all aware of the challenges within the industry in terms of inclusion for women and minority groups, and this is a person that actively challenges those perceptions and seeks to break those barriers down. This person's tireless, being involved in the CIET Northern Committee, the Aspiration Group. They are actively involved in Architects Benevolent Society, setting up charity events. Frankly, I don't know where they find the time to do all of these things. This person has a fantastic future ahead of them, and they are somebody to watch. I know they're going to continue to excel and flourish within our business here, but more so I'm excited to see how they continue to have an impact within the wider construction industry and continue to demonstrate their skill as an excellent architectural technologist. These are a few of the reasons why I think this person makes an excellent candidate for the Emerging Talent of the Year award.
Really impressive stuff. The recipient of the Emerging Talent in the Technology of Architecture Award is Rosie Thirlwell, ACIAT. Okay, sadly, Rosie, the reins and the trains are currently holding Rosie in a holding pattern somewhere outside Stevenage. Yeah, I know. I hope she's going to make it so we can have a drink and celebrate with her at some point today. In the meantime, would you welcome onto the stage to receive the award for Rosie, past president of CIAT, Alex Narayan. I knew he was here, because I seen him earlier on. Anyway, there we go. Do watch out for Rosie. Hopefully we'll catch up with her later today and celebrate, as I say. But also watch out with her as she progresses through her career in AET, because who knows, she may well be a recipient of our next award today. Joe Aspinall, I hope, is going to join us on stage once again for the award for excellence in AET. This time, the large to mega category. We have two finalists in this category. The first is Sutton Rose from Paul Burton of AP Architecture. And Mildenhall Hub by Concertus Design and Property Consultants. Yeah. Receiving highly commended is Sutton Rose by Paul Burton of AP Architecture Limited. Let's build the tension a little bit. Let's give it a drum roll. The winner is...
The winner is Mildenhall Hub. The Mildenhall Hub is a partnership project in West Suffolk, delivering a unique and radical step change in the sharing of the public estate in a market town, bringing together council, police, fire, health, leisure, community and education facilities on one site to improve public access, service delivery and efficiency. The hub reflects the client's aspiration for a multi-user facility with sustainability and efficient operation. This is a unique project that offered a regeneration opportunity to the area by supporting the growth of businesses. Fantastic attention to detail in relation to the functionality of spaces. This was plainly a very complex project, and recognition is given to the design team's handle on bringing everything together into a successfully constructed building. With a fine use of phased construction and a complex technical brief, all elements combine to make this the winner for the large to mega category.
Congratulations to Concertas Design and Property Consultants. Come and receive your award. Thank you so much, guys. We now return to our educational establishments as we continue our celebration of Centres of Excellence and commend those receiving programme accreditation, which demonstrates that commitment to delivering learning of a very high standard, preparing talented individuals to enter the growing AT profession. Let's hear now from the University of Derby and find out about the importance of being a centre of excellence and offering accredited AT programmes.
Well, research is essential in any higher education institution, but certainly in the discipline of architecture and technology. At Derby, we are proud to be Centre of Excellence. This year celebrated 10 years of our status. It is provided or given to the universities that, in addition to their undergraduate accreditation, have got both a research and industrial engagement activity and postgraduate courses that are dedicated to the discipline of architecture and technology.
I've come back to Derby University to study sustainable architecture and healthy buildings. Derby is known for its research it carries out, and this is very key for me as an individual and as a professional. I think it's key that we keep researching and we keep driving the industry forward to make it better, more efficient and more sustainable.
Technology these days moves very fast and advances in a number of the directions, whether it be a sustainable or digital construction technology. Therefore, we must keep on the forefront of the research and be able to transfer our knowledge to the students. Being the Centre of Excellence and working so closely with the industry, we try to provide better professionals that not only serve the needs of the industry, but also further the image of architecture technology as a profession and as a discipline.
I'm a BSc Architectural Technology student studying my final year of my degree, but I also work full-time in practice. I really find it beneficial studying at university and working at the same time, particularly at a Centre of Excellence university where the course is designed and structured with the modules in such a way that it supplements me at work and work supplements university too.
Centre of Excellence gives students a number of benefits, particularly the way they interact between undergraduate and postgraduate students, the exposure to all our industry links, to the placements and guest lectures, to research-informed teaching, and all leads to better employability and better preparation for the world of practice.
Studying at Derby University is very good. They have a wide range of facilities, different resources we have. There's various studios, breakout sessions, BIM centres, workshops, research spaces. By going to all these different resource spaces, you do meet with different individuals, different courses, and you gain a wealth of knowledge on top of the knowledge you're learning from your courses by mixing and integrating with all the different students.
The future of architecture technology is bright. I have seen continual development of the profession over the years, and today more than ever I feel they are now becoming capable of raising up to the key technological and sustainable challenges that we as an industry face. That's also helped by the places such as our centres of excellence.
Absolutely wonderful stuff. What a great thing to be involved, isn't it? And I love a bit of Boris, genuinely. That Boris, this Boris. Excellent. Also, we have to say, we have institutions which are receiving accreditation for the first time, and we're going to name them. Ain Shams University in Egypt for its BSc Honours. Environmental Architecture and Urbanism, and London South Bank University for its Design and Construction Management programme. The first accredited apprenticeship in England, that is, along with re-accreditation for its BSc Honours in AET. Come on up, guys, and receive your certificates. What's happening? Also receiving their BSc or BA Honours programme re-accreditation during the year were Anglia Ruskin University, give them a whoop, Solent University, University of Westminster, University of the West of England, Bristol. And Adam, the wonderful Adam Endicott, will have your certificates for you at the end of the show. But we now reach our final award of the day. Let's try that again. We now reach our final award of the day. It's not your first rodeo, come on. This is the big one. It's the Chartered Architectural Technologist of the Year. Now, this award is sponsored by Unilin Insulation, the leading thermal insulation manufacturer. We'd like to ask Laura Caton from Unilin Insulation to join us for this presentation. Please give her a big round of applause. Are you ready to meet our finalists? Okay, here they are. Craig O'Halloran, FCIAT. Sarah Mikowski, MCIAT. And Alex Scrimshaw, MCIAT, CIAT Accredited Conservationist. Okay, it's back to my AT Awards crew to find out more about our winner and what makes them so very special as a chartered architectural technologist.
Their passion and their drive is creating an impact, not just raising the profile of the AT in the US, but globally. I first met the person that I've nominated when they came to their first day at BPW, a fellow country person who came from a very similar background to myself in terms of leaving Ireland and moving to the UK. They're a very genuine person, and a person when you meet them can see how committed and passionate they are. Very likeable person, very creative person, and someone you would enjoy spending time around. Yes, it is about your technical drawing. Yes, it is about a project. Yes, it's about a team. But for me, the more important thing is bringing everyone along with you, bringing them on the journey. Having worked with this person within the UK and then having seen them flourish within the US in an area where the role of an AT is not really widely known, the high profile buildings, working with teams of people who you probably could only dream of working with, when for this person to be able to do what they've done and create that industry for themselves in terms of how they work and where they work and what they work on is very commendable. They have joined groups over there to try and raise the profile of the AT and have also kept in contact with the IIT in London and Ireland and the wider regions, working with the Aspirations Group, participating in the AT Journal, joining committees such as the Americas Group Committee, and also working with ATs across the board to help them pursue their career and give them guidance and knowledge of how to do that. I'd love them to win because they have a genuine passion and drive for what they do. They've made a great contribution to the industry so far. I think they have so much more to give, and I think this award would be in recognition of that and would also help propel them to the next level.
Okay, are you ready? Crash cymbal into a drum roll, please. I have the envelope, ladies and gentlemen. The Chartered Architectural Technologist of the Year is Craig O'Halloran, FCIAT!
Well, hello, everybody. I'm running on about 2 hours sleep. I came in this morning from Chicago, so excuse, well, anything I say, but thank you so much to CIIT for this incredible, just incredible award. Special shout out to Roisin, who we saw on screen there as well. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here tonight. Really, just to be here in London again with everybody here, I'm just so humbled. I think people throw humble around a lot for awards, but this is one of those cases where that truly comes through. I'm joined by my beautiful fiance, Maren, as well, so she can make the trip with me. She's doing better than less sleep than me. She has more caffeine, so she's doing fine. But also, as you may have noticed, Roisin there from BPTW in Greenwich, also here tonight is Justin Kelly, who is the man who plucked me from obscurity in Dublin and brought me over to London as well to start my incredible journey here with CIIT. So just wanted to recognize that. Thank you so much, everybody, for this. Truly humbled, truly honored. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Oh, wow, how lovely. That is your Chartered Architectural Technologist of the Year, Craig O'Halloran, FCIAT. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, that is it. That's the AT Awards of 2020. You know we're going to finish on the big one, right? But having said that, the afternoon, the evening is a long way from over. Please stay and enjoy. We have food and drink for you. The bar's going to stay open until the event ends at 6 p.m. Do have your photograph taken in the Media Hub and keep sharing online, #AT-Awards. If you're a finalist, make sure you collect your certificate from Adam. You can find out more about all of the projects, reports, and people from today in the special edition of the autumn issue of AT Journal. You can collect that on your way out. A final thank you and big whoops, please, for our sponsors, ARP Limited, Future Build, CIAT Insurance Services, Unilin Insulation. Thank you to the band, as amazing as always. And importantly, thank you to everybody that entered this year and every year. Nothing happens without those entries. The entries open again, the competition opens again in February 24. Get those entries in. We want to see what you're up to. We want to see you here again next year. It's been a beautiful day, as always, one of my favourite days of the year. God bless you all. I hope you get home safe. And that's it from me, Matt Allwright, and I'll see you at the bar in about 3 minutes. Thank you very much. Good night.